Hey guys, Homestead Hillbilly here. I want to let you know what I got going here on my 2010 Dodge TRX4. Okay, started hearing a little bit of a clicking a couple weeks ago in my front, and it seemed as though I thought I had a bad U-joint. Come to find out, it looks like it's going to be the hub assembly. I don't know if you can't see that because I'm holding it, but it's shaking. The whole unit's shaking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the hub assembly, I'm gonna take it off, and we'll go from there. Just so you know, this is 35 millimeter. Don't let the auto parts store tell you it's 36, because some other vehicle has 36. I'll go step by step as far as showing you what I do, but I'm not going to put you through the process of me breaking that nut. So just a little tidbit of information. Don't take the caliper off yet. Use that as a stop. That way when you're trying to turn that, you can break it. So, alright, I'll let you know. Alright, so now we have that nut off. You will need a cheater pipe, probably some PB lube. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that bolt, and then after that we have the bolt for the caliper mounting bracket, and then that assembly, the brake hub will come off, and then we'll hit the center shaft in, and then we'll be able to get that hub off with the 3 bolts on the back. Okay, so got the bracket off. Make sure you have metrics. I think it's a 20 or 21. I used a crescent wrench, which isn't recommended. But that's, you have to have larger metrics. So be sure to tie up your caliper, not to put any strain on that brake line. After you get to this point, you pull that rotor off. It just comes right off. Real easy. You got some keepers on the threads. So you had some two keepers that were just on the front. I just popped them off with a screwdriver. So what I had to do is get a heavy hammer. You hit this, you pull that shaft. When you hit it hard enough, you'll see that it's loose out of the hub itself. So you see how much that's moving? Shouldn't be moving like that. So now I got to get in behind there. I believe it's 12 millimeter, but let me double check while I'm sitting here talking. There's three bolts. These are the threaded ends, so they're coming through this way. So we're gonna break those loose. They're gonna be kind of tight. They have Loctite on them, so I'll let you see it when I get done. All right. Hey, a little side note, guys. You have to, before you take out those bolts back there to drop that hub, this bad boy right here needs to be disconnected, and the line needs to be taken loose all the way, because when that hub falls off, this is your ABS sensor that's down in there that does this thing. But you need this loose. So just to show you, this little clip right here, I don't know if you can see it. So this little thing was pushed in. I have to push it up, and then you have to push in on the black thing, and I had to shove a screwdriver in there and kind of pry it up. But be careful, don't break it. That's the only connector you got. So just letting you know, yeah, pay attention to what you're doing. All right. Alrighty, we got her out. So that's what it looks like. check this shaft. It's your shaft coming from your transfer case. Just look at it, make sure everything's good. I'll clean it out with a wire brush really good just to clean that area out. But I don't know if you see this. I can't really show you without holding the camera, but you spin it and it grinds. It just the bearings in it were gone. Thank God that the bearings are separated from the shaft, because you know, in the older cars the bearings would be inside the rotor, which would spin on the shaft and it would scar up that shaft, and you'd have to replace your whole assembly there. It's an expensive fix. I had to get one overnight, so you know, it was pricey. You know, $300 as opposed to if I ordered it online. If you know it's going bad, order it online. You save quite a bit of money. I could order two for the price of that one online if I would have went with 2-day, but I need my truck, and my truck is my life as far as my work. So I'll start putting it back together. I'll show you when I'm done before I put on the hub, and that way you can see what it looks like. Alright guys, so I got it put on. This nut right here, I have to go ahead and put this structure, the bracket, the rotor, the bracket, the brake caliper. Then I'll just do the reverse. I'll stick the screwdriver in the rotor, and I'll go ahead and tighten down this nut, pull this shaft out. I didn't know how to pull that shaft all the way out, and it would only go back so far. So as you're putting this on, it wants to stay tight on this shaft. I did notice that once I was able to kind of shimmy it on there, it went so far and then it stopped, but I'm going to have to use that nut as I'm tightening it down. I'm going to have to pull it out. So other than that, I'll do it in reverse. Alright guys, most of you that are Mopar guys probably were laughing at me in the last segment. If you noticed that the dust cover was on backwards. I had to take it all back apart, retorque those back screws, and now we're on the roll again. I do publish my mistakes because I do believe that somebody else will see this and go, you know what, I watched the whole video, I appreciate this guy showing me what he did wrong, and we go on from there. Alright guys, 185 pounds of torque on the nut. Woo! Somebody told me that you're supposed to have extra parts left over, but I ain't got any extra parts, so besides the old piece. Sledgehammer, I had to get that. Okay, no, just kidding guys. Everything's put back together. I'm gonna get this wheel back on, lower it down, go take it for a ride, and it'll work. I'll let you know if it doesn't, or if you don't hear from me, then you really know that it didn't. Alright, talk to you later. Alright, now nothing happened. Everything stayed on, so thank God the sun was coming in. Whew, it's warm out here. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. About 100 miles into it, I'll take the tire off, retighten up everything, make sure everything stays, and that's how you do a tire hub on the front side of a Dodge 1500 TRX 4-wheel drive. Thanks for watching.